Hello, hello, hello. Hey there, Best Jet. Hello, how are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Let me see here. Okay. Waiting for container crops. Maybe I'm just lagging over here. Best Jet, can you hear me and can you see me? Let me know. See, it's live over here. Let me see. Okay, it's coming. It's just a lag over here. Okay. So it's a lag. It's a lag. Hey, Ann. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Sound check, sound check. Can you guys hear me okay? Oh, my goodness. I see and hear you. Awesome, 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 awesome. How are you doing today? Welcome in, welcome in. I am trying to make sure I get this right. Yes. Awesome and amazing. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, Auntie. Okay, you driving. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel. Thank you, Ann. Thank you. I appreciate you. I had my grandkids this past weekend, so I haven't done anything. Oh my God, they were a handful. 3 and 1 years old. You can imagine from there. Oh my goodness. And for anyone watching the replay, we're going to be talking about journaling, our process and progress, and a good way to journal. I'm going to also have some people come up on the panel and tell us about how they journal if they would like to as well. So hang in there, watch it till the end, and thank you so much for watching the replay. Okay, hey, sweet spot. Hello, hello. Okay, broke form in the ads. I ain't mad. I ain't mad. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing, sweet spot? I ain't mad about you being in the ads. I do not like looking at this over on StreamYards. I like looking at it over here. I guess because I'm used to it. Let me see. Let me see if my phone got some charge over here. I was trying to charge my phone so I could pull it up on there too, just in case I need to. 3 and 1, absolutely wonderful. And you got that right, especially the hard work part. Especially the hard work part. Yes, absolutely. Hey, hey, Lion Crest. Hello, hello, hello. That was an awesome, very detailed um, premiere that you just did. I loved it. Very detailed. I love that. Yes. Hey, Ola Joe. Hello, hello. How are you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. I'm just pulling this up on my phone so I can see if I need to see the chat or something. Hey, Cherie. How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Hey, Lady Cheryl, I didn't see you come in. Look at all that green. Oh, I love it. Green, green like the garden. Yes. I love it, love it, love it. Yes. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good evening to everyone. I'm cooking and listening. All right. Yes, girl, cook us those steaks. We ain't mad at you. Hey, Debbie. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Hey, Edward, look at all that. Look at that sea of green going up the stream, y'all. Oh my God, that is, look, more green, more green. I love it, I love it, I love it. Yes, in the ads. All right, Veggie Farm. I ain't mad, girl. Stay in them ads. Yes, 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 yes. Look at all the green and look at all those watering cans going up the stream. There comes another one. Look at the green coming in. I love it. Hey, Stinky Puddle. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much. Lovely to see you. And that's my thank you, Stinky Puddle. Yes, 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 yes. Good evening, everybody. Hope you all had a great day, says the sweet spot. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hope you all had a fantabulous day. Yes, 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 yes. I've been quite busy myself today, trying to get a lot of different videos lined up and lined out the door. Yes, awesome, awesome, awesome. So glad that you all are all here because I'm going to wait for a few more people to get in, but we're going to be talking about journaling. Um, journaling, I'll say that because I have started journaling in a completely different way that I ever thought I would, that I ever thought would be needed. But I thought I would share that with you all because of the value that I think it's going to add to everything overall. Yes, thank you, Broke Farmer, saying don't forget to um, hit that like button. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Look at all these amazing channels in here. Everybody, if you see anyone in green, that means they are a channel member. And if you don't see them in green, but you see a watering can beside them, that means they are both a mod and a channel member. And I know that you all are already connected to one another, everybody that I can see so far in the chat. But just in case someone is watching the replay, I'd like to say, please visit those channels. Those are channel members, and those are the mods. So we want to get recognition for them and their channels as well. Yeah, Stinky Puddle says, hey, sis, hope your day is going well. Yes, indeed. Yeah, there's Best Jet. Hey, how you doing, Best Jet? Girl, let me tell you, I woke up and there you was on the premiere. I'm like, come on now, she waking us up with the premiere. I'm like, girl, that was early. I need to have some coffee. My eyes was kind of closed. I'm like, what is that green thing she up there talking about? I had to figure it out. But it was an awesome premiere. Okay, Lady Cheryl, that's fine, girl. Work. You know, work is good. Work is good. Betty Form says she made it in. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for making it in. Edward Smart is in the house. We have some amazing channels here already. All of you all have amazing channel and content. And if I'm behind on anybody's video, I'm on my way. I had my grandkids this weekend. I had them from Friday evening until Monday evening. They are 3 years old and 1 year old. Need I say more? Oh, hey, G Mama. Hello. Yes, and the Scaredy Cat crew. Yes. So they were a handful, and we went to the park and we did all the fun things that kids like to do at that age. So, you know, they had to get chased and all that stuff as well when we were at the park. So, yes. Oh, Anne is not feeling well. Let me see. Somebody said something, and you're not feeling well. I see somebody said, I hope you're feeling better. And says no words, no words needed. I know that's right. Yes, three and one. Lord have mercy. Ain't that the truth, the sweet spot? Yes, 3 years old and 1 year old. More like 13 and 10. More like 13 and 10. Yes, awesome. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started because I wanted to talk to you all. I know that most of you all are probably uh, doing some form of journaling, some form of, what do your grandkids call you? Grandmama. Grandmama, nothing fancy. None of the Nana. They call their other grandmama Nana, but they call me Grandma. See, I wanted to be Grandma name because as they get older and as I get older, I feel like I have the historical traditional name. So I am. Somebody say, well, what about your grandparents or your grandma? I am the grandma. Yes, I have a little chest. Oh, okay. Well, we're going to say a prayer for that chest cold because we need it to be gone. Period. We need it to be gone. We'll say a prayer. Everybody can pray for Ann's chest cold to go away. That's what we want to happen. That is what we want to happen. But as I was saying, that I do believe, or I think that most of you all are probably taking notes as to what you may be doing, jotting things down, things that you might need for your garden, things you might read about, watch on YouTube about for your garden. And so I'm okay. Okay, absolutely. And that's what I was doing. And as a matter of fact, let's see. And as a matter of fact, this is the book that I started journaling in, so to speak. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but you know, I've got things written in here. I got missing pages, things written in here. Bottom line to this particular, okay, see that? Okay, you can see it better now. Bottom line to this particular book, it's a hot mess. Okay, it's a hot mess. Um, what we are doing that's a beautiful, the outside is beautiful, but for one thing, the spiral comes loose, but that has nothing to do with what I'm saying here. Hey Tommy, hello, welcome in, thank you for coming. That really has nothing to do with it. I just don't like the spiral in this particular one, but it's a hot mess because there was no specific organization to the book. I just chose sections and wrote in it. If I needed something, I jotted it down in, and then I fumbled through the book to figure out what it was I needed or what I wanted to do. It's a very beautiful book, but it wasn't being written in a organized type of way. Yes and no to the question. I started out writing it down before. Yes, Tommy, yes. And it's easy to fall off, especially with doing the YouTube videos, because we tend to think that, historically, as we continue, our videos will always be there for someone else to watch, be it our family members or anyone else in the world. And on one hand, that's true. But on the other hand, you have to think about the fact that most of us are prepping in some form or fashion. And what are we prepping for? We're prepping for if it hits the fan, if things happen, if we have to go off grid. What happens if the internet is no longer available to us? Be it a day, 2 days, a week, a month. What if something happens? And you could say you can have backup and you can have power, but you still need the device. We have bug out bags and we have all this necessary equipment. But at the end of the day, we also don't own YouTube. So you can take it with you, you can have all of that. But what if YouTube is sold? And what if the person that buys it or the company that buys it decides to say that, well, we want people to have 10 videos on their channel only, period. That way we can expand our bandwidth and we don't have to have all this backlog or whatever it might be. But we don't own it. So, and you can say, well, I'll download them to a USB. You can do that. But in order to use that USB, you need power of some sort, be it a generator, electrical, you need a source of power, and you need another device. So, are you real? Okay, yes, I am. I'm very real. I am very real. Are you? Okay. So, anyway, thank you, Edward, for that. So, at any rate, we don't know what access we'll have. Oh, hey, Tatted Hearts. Well, you better say something because I booted you out. I booted you, just change your username. Okay. Well, Tatted Hearts, you are more than welcome. You are more than welcome. Thank you for letting me know it was you, Tatted Hearts. Thank you so much. Tommy says, wait, what? So the important thing to do is to write things down, okay? But what I realized just recently, I got another book. This is my new book. I'm trying to get it so it'll be right. Okay, how you hold this thing? Okay, there we go. A new book, okay? It's not anything much different from the other book that I had, but it's what I'm doing with the book. I decided to, number one, get something that I liked. And it's the quality, baby. You're looking good on this camera. Oh, okay. It is the quality, baby. You're looking good on this camera. Oh, okay. Who's she talking to? The book would be the most beautiful wallpaper ever. Yes, it is. It's very pretty. It's very pretty. But the way I'm using the book, we go in our gardens every day, right? Okay. And it's not about the design on the book, but I figured if I got something I like, I'd be more apt to write in it. Okay. It even has a little marker and everything. And I paid 99 cents for this book at the Goodwill. It was brand new. Nobody had written it or anything. 99 cents. So I ain't going to spend no money, okay? I didn't spend no money on this book. But at any rate, the way I am using this book is the what I wanted you all to know the most about, which is, and I don't know if you can see this. You see these little, these are asterisks, like pinpoints. See those asterisks? Now, I just started this particular book September. But what I do now, every day, I think we got to use putting everything in our phones, small computers in our pockets. I remember those calendars we used to get. Yes, Tommy, yes. But think about it. All the other prepping and things that you're doing for survival and everything really is old school. So you got to write it down. But what I'm writing down, I go to the garden every day, sometimes twice a day. And when I go out there, I come back in. Sometimes I take the book out there with me. And I write down every single thing that happens that day and the date. I've got this book, I've got the month at the top, and I start with day one. And every day I go out there, I write the date, and I'll write if I harvest something, I write that. If I fertilize, I write when I fertilized, how much fertilizer I use, which fertilizer I use, did I fertilize everything, and I'm jotting small sentences. I'm not making paragraphs, okay? Why is this important? Because just like I did the video the other day about composting, well, I'm supposed to add the compost once a month. Okay. So you put the compost in beginning of September. So, okay, I'll put some more in beginning of October. Well, our plants are living species, just like we are. Hey, Tashi, I need to have my handy dandy notebook. I'm broke. This was 99 cents. Yes, I'm broke, like broke. Yeah, oh, like broke. Yes, exactly. But like I said, I went out there and if I watered, I write that down. I write if I fertilize down, I write everything down. I write the date down. Like I said, I composted. But had I not wrote the date I composted down, when next month comes and it's time for me to compost, I say, okay, I need to compost once a month. I need to put my compost out in these containers once a month. So I did it in September. I did it around the beginning of September. So I just go out there and do it again. But these are living species. They're just like we are. They're just like animals are. And think about this. If you are used to getting up every day at 8 a.m. and having breakfast, and 30 days, 45 days go by, every day you got up and you ate at 8 o'clock. Okay. And then one day you didn't eat at 8 o'clock. What's going to happen? You're going to be hungry at 8 o'clock. Okay. So it's important if I put that compost down on September 1st, that on October 1st, I'm ready to put that compost down again. But if I didn't write that date down, I would be thinking, oh, I put it down beginning of September. Okay, I'll go put it down. The more precise you are with your garden, the better your garden is going to be. You'll also know what you did right, what you did wrong, what didn't work, why it didn't work. You'll have the answers right here. This will also become a historical calendar. It will be important information for anybody else that ever picks up this book years to come. Now, this book may not last me, it might last me 3 years because I'm not writing big long sentences. The only days that I do not write in this book is when I go outside and there's no change. So if I go outside, this is September 13th, and I did a bunch of stuff. And then tomorrow I go out there and there's no change. There won't be an entry in there. That's the only not entry that I have. And I know that if I don't see an entry for that day, there was no change from the previous day. And that I didn't do anything because there are plenty of days I go out in my garden and I just go out and I just look and there is no change. It's watered, it's growing, and there's nothing for me to do. Tommy says, okay, question. I just harvested a huge bowl of jalapeno peppers, but I did not plant them. They were here when I moved here. Should I still write down the date of the harvest? Yes, ma'am. because you didn't plant them, but you must have cared for them. You did something, you watered them, you fertilized them, you did something. They were already there. You harvested them. And maybe you didn't do anything because I know you just got where you are. But like you said, next year. So the date that you harvested them, yes, ma'am, write that down. Okay. So you'll know if this time comes next year and you have no harvest, what went wrong. But if you detailed every step that you did with those every way, you can backtrack and see, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't do this, or maybe I need to do this again. If you have an abundance harvest or something and you wrote down when you fertilized, how you fertilized, not necessarily the time of day, but at least the dates that you fertilize. If you fertilize once a week, and I'm just using fertilize, but it's a bunch of stuff we could be doing out there. When you need to use the neem oil, did you write it down when you used it? You know, it depends on the plants and the severity of things. Something might say use it once a week, something might say use it once a month. But are you going to know? Did I use it on carrots this month? Did I use it on that this month? If you are growing a lot, it can get confusing. You'll go out there and then you'll just start kind of doing things. I use the Google Calendar because it follows me out to. Yes, I use that too, but you need to have a handwritten book of the things because you can take this book anywhere. This book can be passed down. Okay. You may not be able to be found on the internet. Your calendar may not be able to be found. If it goes down, you're using Google. If Google decides to go down, think about it. A few days ago, Facebook and Instagram went down for an entire day, 2 days in a row. If your calendar was on there and it was something you really, really needed to know, you're welcome, Tommy. Something you really, really need to know, you can't get to your calendar because it's not there. Hey, Gigi, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for coming. Look at all that sea green. I love it. Welcome in to all my channel members and to everyone else. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, I need to create a list. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And it doesn't have to be strenuous or anything. I literally, that's why you see so many of the bullets, because each bullet is a day. So you see, I'm not writing paragraphs, a sentence. Some of them are real quick. I drew a line here. This line that you see here, let me see, this way. The line that you see here is divides the month. I was talking to you after someone asked you if you was okay. I know, Beshit. That's Tattered Hearts. Actually, Tattered Hearts has been with me since I started the beginning of my other channel, and they come in to my lives every now and then, and they make jokes and they laugh at me and they say quacky things, but that's just them, and they're okay. They've been with me a mighty long time, but they changed their name and I didn't know it, so. I didn't even know that went down until the next day. That was my day of no so. Yeah, okay. Broke said that book could be the key to all the problems for my. Yes, Broke. Yes, it could. But that's why it's important. I write down every single day I go out there. Whatever I do, if I just water, I write it down. If I harvested some things today, and my members, you all will see that. Because I did a members only video that I will put out tomorrow or the next day. I did a harvest today, and you'll see what I did. I wrote it down, every single thing I write down. If there's a major change um, in the garden, a creature, or something like that, I write it down. When I go back out there and put my peppermint oil down there to keep the squirrels away, I write it down. Every single thing, the good and the bad. And in the beginning of the book, I have taken a few sheets before I even started making my journal. And I wrote, I don't know why I can't do this right, y'all. But anyway, y'all can see the writing. These pages in the very front of the book and I left several pages blank in the front of the book before I started journaling, because these pages actually have everything I use in my garden and the mixture that I use. If I'm using 511, how do I mix it? Okay. Yes, it's on the bottle, but I look at it like, if my grandkids get hold to this book eventually in their life, they will have the clue. They will have the secret to the ooze. They will know what to do without guessing. Okay. Um, and I put 511, but I also put fish fertilizer because who knows? 511, as it is called and named on our bottles, they have a lot of different brands of fish fertilizer, and it's not called 511. That's a brand. And so it may not be available. So I can't just say use 511. My kids will get this years later and be like, 511, what is 511? They won't know what it is. But if I say it's fish fertilizer, they will know what that is. So it's important to break it down. Let's see, Lady Cheryl says, I've been journaling for years as a senior citizen. It helps me to remember I'm working with it. Yes, absolutely, Lady Cheryl. Yes, it is. Ola Joe said that's a wonderful idea. Thanks, Ola Joe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, Stinky Puddle says, right on good and bad. It does because the bad is your lessons. That's where you learn from. If you have no mistakes, if you make no mistakes, you have no lessons. That's how we learn. You learn from your mistakes. So if I go out there and I plant something in the um, spring or the summer, the heat of the summer, that should have been planted in the cold and it doesn't grow. Um, you would think, well, I should know that, or somebody else should know that. Not necessarily. I always tell people and think that number one, there is no such thing as a dumb question or a stupid question. If you know the answer to something and I don't, all that means is you found out before me. Period. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how young you are. So there's no such thing as a crazy question or a question that doesn't make sense. Or just because someone else knows something doesn't mean, you know it too. Bessie said hello. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Sweet Spot says, I wish I knew all this when we used to fish every weekend. I could have been making my own. Yes, you could have. You sure could have, Sweet Spot. Yes, Lord, I remember a mistake before anything else. Absolutely, Tommy. But you want your kids to know that mistake. You want somebody coming behind you or beside you to know that mistake. And you may not always, our mistakes, sometimes we put them in the back of our head, especially when we learn more. Hey, so good, Gardner. Hello, hello, hello. I'm at work sneaking away. All right. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. We put our mistakes behind because sometimes we don't even want to remember our mistakes. We look at it as like, okay, I messed that up quite nicely. Let's leave it alone. And you out of sight, out of mind. But those mistakes um, are what we need to continue to grow. And we need to write down our process as well as our progress. You can't just write down what happened. You have to say, what did I do to make this happen? Especially when you have a good harvest. You need to know, what did I do, so you can repeat the process and make it better. Repeat the process and make it better. And I know for me, sometimes I'll be like, did I, especially when it comes to watering and fertilizing and compost, things that I'm supposed to do on the regular, but not necessarily every day. I'm like, did I do that last week? Was it Tuesday or Wednesday? And you know what else I've been writing down? The days that it rained and I didn't water. Because sometimes I have a week go by and I haven't watered, but I need to know why. So I wrote in here, so and so day rained all day. So I'll know. Oh, you didn't water, but that's why, because it rained. Because a year from now, I'll be like, how come I didn't water for a week? How come I didn't water for a week? Let me see, let me see, let me see. Um, Oh, Joe says 25 watch, 20 thumbs up. Can we get it to me? Yes, please hit that thumbs up, guys. Please hit that thumbs up. I have 27 watching. Cherie says, I journal, but not quite as specifically as you seem to, Pam. Like, I don't record watering, but I record a lot that is helpful for me, though. I keep a paper journal and digital because I include pics. Yes, and see, that's what the videos do for me. That's my pics. And I also have, just random pics that you do something and you take something good. Process and progress. I love it. Yes, you need the process and the progress. Yes. Auntia says, I won't skip the ads. All right, Auntia, we ain't mad at you. Thank you for not skipping those ads. Yes, yes, yes. So I am going to put um, the link in the stream. And if anybody wants to come up and talk about how they journal, because just because I am doing it this way and I'm journaling it this way doesn't mean that some of you all don't have a better way of doing it, or even just more, or something else, or a different way. So if anybody does want to come in, then feel free to come up for a few minutes and talk about how you journal as well. Because it's interesting to see other people's point of view of how they might journal, or things that they might do, or things that they feel are necessary or unnecessary. Um, so I found it to be super helpful just for the little bit of time that I've been doing. Like I said, in my other book, I have all kind of information, but now I've got to gather some of that information because it was helter skelter. It wasn't dated or anything else. Can you get a journal app? Yes, you can get a journal app, but the thing about the app's Best Yet Journey is if your phone breaks, you lose your phone, the app goes out, the app is no longer available. I've had plenty of apps that I love, especially for editing pictures and things like that. I've had plenty of apps that I love, got used to and everything, and then boom, as long as I had it downloaded on my phone, I could use it like the old. But once anything happened, I wasn't able to re-download it because it wasn't available anymore. So to me, nothing beats writing it down the old-fashioned way. And it's a lot, but you know what else you can do with this book? You can go back on your downtime and study it. Now, yes, you can probably do it with an app. You can do it on the computer, but I've tried to get away from I'm screen time. We on screen time, screen time, screen time, and that can be pretty rough on your eyes, actually. I've been working on computers since I was 22 years old. Hey, Tasha, she grows. Hello, hello, hello. And when I was 22 years old, I started wearing glasses. I wear glasses now. I don't have on contacts. You probably will never see me, or rarely see me, in eyeglasses. I need them for distance, mostly for driving now, because I do eye exercises. And the eye exercise program that I have used, my eye doctor even said, your eyesight got better. What happened? And I'm like, I exercise my eyes like I exercise my body. So I rarely, and I don't need them for close up anything ever. So that's why you don't see me wear them. But because of I was on the computer. At 22, my job was on the computer every day for 8 hours a day. And Bessia said, I have 5 books. Yes, that's awesome. That is amazing. Yes, yes, yes. And so I try to limit that screen time if I can. We need a vid on the eye exercises. Oh, I have a whole book over here. It is amazing. It is amazing. Let me tell you something about, I'm jumping subjects now, but who cares? Since Atia said that. Let me tell you about something about the eye exercises that I have this book on. When I first started doing them, let me tell you, they hurt. They hurt just like anything, because your eyes, you're working muscles that you typically don't work. So they hurt in the beginning. But I went from needing my glasses in the house to watch TV. So I can see TV way across the room now. Two rooms over. I can see everything. See, I can read the guide, everything from the eye exercises. And it works. And the program is only a 60-day program. It's only a 60-day program. And honestly, when I started doing those eye exercises, and I lack here and there, but when I started doing those exercises, I can literally in days, I'm talking like 3 or 4 days, see a difference. Boom, you can see a difference. Whatever was blurry on your TV screen is like crystal clear. And you like, whoa, what happened? Oh, well, Joe says chef is a book or two. You go. I'm not a book or two. I just like research. That's one of my favorite things. I jump on things to research them in a heartbeat. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So anybody want to come up here and say something about their selves journaling, or anything else they might want to say about writing things down in their journals or notepads or handy dandy notebooks. Oh my goodness. But I love this. This has been a lifesaver for me. Just within the last few days, I have written down everything. Oh, and everything not harvested, everything I planted in September went into this book. And not only that I planted it, I have down here how many days it's supposed to take to germinate, to harvest, and then not only when, things say 60 to 65 days. What date is that? What date is that? So I literally counted whatever date it was. Like I got some black radishes, 55 days. Well, from the date I planted them, I should be ready to harvest November the 6th. That's how detailed it is, because 55 days is not telling me anything, because if I don't want to have to go through this book, and I have a lot of stuff planning out there, I don't want to have to go through this book and say, oh, that should be hard in 55 days. Now let me figure out when I planted it, then figure out when the 55 days. Oh, I think it's been 55 days, but what about that over there? That's 60 days, but I wonder if it's been. That's too much when you get to a lot. But if you write the date down when you do it, now all I gotta do is go down here and say, oh, I'm outside looking at these radishes look good. Let me see. November 6th. Okay, it's just October 25th. Let me give it another week. Boom. Easy peasy. My journaling has not been consistent. I have to do better. Yes, I do, but I'm still oh, no worries, Ola Joe. No worries. Yes. Okay. That sounds like an eye exercise video series. Yes. Yes. It could be. It could be. Yes. It is amazing. I'm telling you, I have never heard anybody that has used it that has not benefited from it. I love the idea of the grands getting my garden book. Yes. Yes. Getting your garden book, because we don't know if they're going to see our videos. We don't own this. We don't know if our videos are going to be here by the time our grandkids and our kids, or for some of you all, your kids to get grown. For me, for my kids to realize, ooh, mama knew something, because my kids is grown. But but for my grandkids, we don't know. It may be, but that'll just be extra. It'll be even more. It'll be even more. But even so, our videos, most of our videos, think about that. Most of our videos are short and sweet and to the point. And so they are not very detailed as a book would be. As a book would be. So let me see here. I am getting ready to add Lydia to the stream. Hey, Lydia. And I'm getting ready to add Broke Farmer to the stream. All right. Hello, 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 hello.
Can y'all hear me?
Hey, Chef, how you doing?
What's going on? I can't hear y'all, so I'm doing something wrong over here. What I need to do?
Okay,
What I
well,
need
I
to
gotta
do?
turn on my camera.
Let me see. Let me see. Let me see.
Can you hear me now?
How come I can't hear y'all? Somebody in the chat, tell me
Can
why I
you hear
can't
me,
hear them.
bro? I can hear you, bro.
I don't hear you either,
Yeah.
best yet. Do y'all hear me? I have a little notebook that I use to document the research I've done since
No,
Veggie
I
I'm
hear
out
you
Farm.
here.
best yet.
Um, I can't hear y'all.
I can hear
Really?
you.
I hear
Yeah.
both of them. How come I don't hear y'all? I can't
I
hear
can hear
y'all.
you fine. Tell her we can hear her fine. I'm trying to find how you flip the camera around.
Look.
Everybody hear everybody but me. I don't hear nobody. What
Hey,
I'm
you got
supposed
me
to do,
muted.
y'all? Somebody,
You got me
Well,
muted.
hell, we hear them. Unmute them.
Take me
How
off
do I
mute.
unmute them? Where
It
do I
should be
unmute? They not muted on my end.
let me see.
See, I just muted Broke. See, I just
can you
unmuted.
hear me now?
They say they
Still
can hear
can't hear
you
me?
fine. Well, how come I can't hear y'all? Okay, now let me see something. How come I can't hear y'all?
You still
Come
can't
on,
hear
you
me?
StreamYard people. What
Well,
am I
look.
doing? Somebody need to send me a note. They said to unmute the guest. How? Their mics are
I'm
unmuted
unmuted.
on my. Do you
Yeah,
have
it's
speakers
unmuted.
on my PC? Yes, I have speakers. It's not on though. I think I have. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on.
You got it now? Okay.
Wait a minute. I have my PC.
What?
I have my PC muted.
Oh, okay. Now,
Y'all can tell I ain't used to this StreamYard thing. I used to use it all the time, but I don't use it anymore.
now you know if I'm talking about journaling, I have this for taking notes.
Okay, wait a minute.
I
Somebody
have
got an echo.
Make sure the make sure the YouTube is off. I did. My YouTube is down.
Okay, it was mine. Oh my
yeah,
God.
I mean,
Okay, what
if
bro
it's
was saying?
if it's something I want to buy and I hear something in my life and somebody talk about something interesting, I put it in this book. All right. If it's something else, anything else, like somebody got something going on or whatever, and like a recipe, I want to get into cooking, I got this. But when it comes to my plants, I have a detailed calendar where I put the dates. Well, that one don't have dates, but it has the dates, and then it has a page next to it where you can jot down notes on that. So I use that in conjunction, big word, with the
Spell
other
it.
book.
Spell it.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But and it worked for me because I always take notes. I don't know. I got an old man spirit, but like this, it got days and the weeks on it.
Yep.
So if I fertilize or water something, I put it on that day, and then it has something to the side where you can put additional notes on the other page.
Yes.
So it worked for me.
That works. That works because it's a calendar, but it's you still writing it down, and that's the important part. You're writing everything down because you already have the dates there.
Now, something I don't do that I heard you say was write down your watering schedule. I never write down my watering schedule, so I think that's something that I got used to because all plants don't need the same amount of water. So if I can journal which plants I use the most water on, then next year I have a better idea because I haven't been growing that long. So
yes.
Is Lydia over there killing the cat? What is she doing?
Killing a dog. So I wanted to talk about the way I call myself journaler. I purchased books that ain't got no writing in them. Then the months go by, so I don't think it's good to get month. Like this was a 2021. I had great intentions. So that ain't right. So this was my first book, and this was just a regular magazine. I've done, layouts of where I wanted my garden at. This was the first thing I did. Had great intention, just didn't do it.
Yeah.
But I want to thank you, and I like everything that you said when it comes to our generation. And, what if our family finds this book? It kind of like gave me another motivation to, am I funny sounding?
A little bit.
I hear echo.
Well, I got everything closed. Besides,
I'm gonna mute mine while I keep talking to make sure.
So he want to make sure he eliminated ain't him. So it was him because it's gone.
It must have been.
So I just want to really I want to do better. You want to do better. You said you said what in the process? I've typed it out, so you would think I would have retained it. A procedure,
progress and process.
Progress and process, because I'm having progress in what I'm doing. Yes. I have some failures that I'm not documenting. I have some. I'm really winning when it comes to this garden thing. No matter if I don't understand. Like I was like things to make you say, like why? What it is. I don't think that okra was a midget okra. I forgot all about the live. I had great intentions of being there. I'm up 7:00 in the morning. But I guess I would just have forgot all about it. And then by the time I remembered it, I had got a text. I'm like, oh, sure, I totally forgot. But I appreciate everybody being there. And it is some things I, document and I wonder about, but I'm not necessarily writing it down. And I have my book now, so I will be writing what I went through, this week with that situation and just some of the things I know personally in my head, but we do forget. I do forget.
And see, you all are young people, okay? Trust me.
I'm forgetful.
No matter how sharp your mind is, as you get older, I don't know if it's a lazy mind or what. I wouldn't necessarily say I forget things, but I brush it off to the point of I might as well have forgotten. It's like I'll be like, did I water? And the watering was one of my main things because my first year gardening, I literally killed everything I planted. And this is why, because I walked every morning. And when I came back from my walk, I was hot, sweaty, tired, and thirsty. And I walked right in the house and I walked right through the house from the front to the back. And I got to the back. I said, oh my goodness, my plants must be thirsty because it's hot. Them plants didn't need no water. I watered them every single day. And we ain't talking no little bucket of water. We get the hose out because they got to be hot, tired, and thirsty. Because I was. Now, what kind of sense that made? I overwatered the whole garden. I think that whole year I got 3 tomatoes. Everything else was a bust. And I thought to myself, I need to write it down because this ain't working. And that's when I actually started writing it down.
One more thing that I use mine for is my layout in my garden. So each time I get a fruit tree, I got a whole diagram. It ain't beautiful, but it's a whole diagram in my backyard, every fruit tree and the fruit tree name. Because you can't, even if you were, forget what you planted, if you keep up a diagram and you add to that diagram every time, then you don't have to remember the date or whatever. You can write the date down on your diagram and keep it moving like that.
Yep. And the names of everything.
Lydia.
I watch some people walk around their gardens and they be like, oh, and my so-and-so is blooming here and my so-and-so is blooming. I'm like, it's green. How do you know? I know about tomatoes. Until it actually starts fruiting or whatever it's going to do, I don't know what it is. Oh, hey girls, welcome in, and everybody else that came into the live.
You wanted to say something else. Go ahead, bro.
Yep.
No. I was through. I was just saying I got at least 3 plants out there now. I don't know what they are. They could be tomatoes or coriander. I don't know. It's just they popped up and I was like, okay, good looking, but I don't know what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Yes.
Ain't it great?
We get those surprises.
But look,
I like what Sheree said about taking pictures. I did like that, but I was thinking, well, wouldn't I need an app for that? And then, like you said, that's not long term.
Yes.
They got new Polaroids though.
No, but they also have an app that allows you to take pictures out your phone, and they mail them to you for $4.99 a month. So they got those apps too. So it's a way we can get it on.
I just take pictures on my phone all the time. When I'm out there, I see something good and bad. I snap a picture like, okay, I need to remember this. And it's on my phone. I'll download it. I print some out. But it's still nothing like that book. That book, you can refer to it forever.
Yeah, Chef, I'm gonna step down and get somebody else an opportunity. But I appreciate coming up here. I'm here every Wednesday.
Yes, you are.
Scaredy cat crew.
Yes, Scaredy cat. Wait, before you go.
Lydia, put your hand down.
Scaredy cat.
Put your hand down.
Scaredy cat.
These daggone fly swatters is so crazy.
They ain't going outside, Lydia.
I picked them up so she can reach above further. I picked them up and you fell in love with them. You were like, I don't know who these from, but I like
I
these.
didn't know.
When I be in the replay, I be dying. Like,
I didn't know who they were from and I didn't know what they were, but I'm like, hey, I like these things. Woo, woo,
they
woo.
when you move them like that, they shimmer. They shimmer.
do. That's
So
why
they
they
come
haven't been
across.
outside.
They come across as like fireworks. I
That's
actually.
why they haven't made it outside yet. They're not going outside.
I think you own to something, girl. I think you own to something.
Hey.
We don't repurpose them things.
Yes, we have.
But
Yes.
the subject you talked about, and also when you were talking about eye exercise, how about I was in there doing like this, trying to be like, how could that hurt? I was in there trying to do eye exercise and end up hurting this eye. Oh, it do hurt.
They do.
That's something you never think about. Depending on your circle of people and circle, just some things are never talked about. And even though this is not about that, you could,
No.
do a members only and, bring us on in and show us
That's a good one.
and how you be looking, because
That
I
is
do
a good one.
have trouble with vision. I do wear glasses. I have
Matter
glasses
of fact,
too.
I'm gonna do a members only and like a members only Zoom for that because I have the whole program book. And guess what? It ain't expensive.
I would
Boom.
like to see that. I would like to see
Yes.
that because it could be useful with me and just using the muscles in our eyes and stuff like that. Because sometimes you look at yourself, you be like, "What's wrong with his eye? What the
Exactly. And
one
it
eye
really,
be bigger than the other?" Y'all
yes.
know y'all see it sometimes. I be looking at myself and like, "Girl, you gonna have to get you some eyebrows because them
Yes.
eyes are starting to look more trickier."
And you'd be amazed at the story behind the information, behind the book, the information behind the history of how that program became about and everything. And like I said, that's why you all never see me in glasses. The only reason I wear them now is because it's a thing on my driver's license. The restriction is on my license. That's it. Sometimes I'll leave out the house and I don't have them. I'm like, guess I need to go back to the house. Guess I need to go back to the house and get them. Yes. Ann says, I would like to see that. Yes. I would like to see that so I could see better. Yes, yes, yes. Let me put some of these comments up here. Y'all know I ain't used to doing that. Cherie says, I remember that. Those are so much fun. Yes. Lady Cheryl says, I like the picture on Andale's community post. Okay, I got to check out Andale's community post as well. Let's see. Veggie Form says, I need to keep a more consistent fertilizing schedule. Yes, yes, absolutely. Because you know what else? Those plants that we have out there, it's like us. If you're used to feeding them once a week, I know we ain't feeding them once a week, but just once a week, you feed them once a week or whenever you feed them, they're going to start looking for that food. And we need to be able to give it to them. Yes, I'm starting to recognize the leaves of some, but my brain is not what Exactly. Yes, 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 exactly. I can print my digital journal. Yes, you can. You can. That's another route to go, Cherie. That's another route to go. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I'm trying to go back up the chat to see who else I missed. I know a couple of people came into the chat. Hey, G Mama, I'm not sure if I spoke to you. Yep, writing stuff down is having insurance. You never know when you'll need or wish you had written something down. Absolutely, G Mama. Yes, that's so true, so true, so true. Let me see. Ann says, I love those pom-poms. Yes, yes, indeed. Ann said, I would like to see better too. I was doing just say I was doing too much. Wait, I have a community post. Where? Y'all help me find it. Oh, you're over 500 subscribers. You probably do have the community post. If you go to your homepage via cell phone or PC, look right across the top. You'll see home, videos, playlists, community. Tap that. Tap that. It'll take you right to it. Yes, Ann has a community post. Oh, congratulations, Ann. Yes, 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 yes. Lady Cheryl says, actually, now that I think about it, it was Ann Dale's Instagram post. Oh, okay. Oops, scratch that, Ann. It was your Instagram post. All right. See, we need to write stuff down. It's not there yet for me. Okay, she was talking about your IG. Yeah, she was talking about mine. So anybody else want to come up here and share their journaling journey at all? And let's see, your homepage has to be yes, yes. Mm-hmm. Ann says, love you, Lady Cheryl. Yes, awesome and amazing. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, that is pretty much what I wanted to come on here today to talk about. If anybody has any questions, let me know. And for all my channel members, I'm going to be doing a Zoom meeting coming up within the next week or so. I think that all of you, I have all but one of you all's email addresses, and that person is not in the stream as we speak. So look out for that email as to when it will be coming up here real soon, the next week or so. Not exactly sure which day yet, but hopefully I'll have that nailed down by the end of this week. So if anybody else wants to come up, otherwise we're going to get out of here tonight, y'all. Yeah. Let me know. Let me know. So do journal, do try to write down as much as you can, as often as you can. Like I said, I am doing it daily because I go out there every day, and what makes it easy for me is I either take the book with me or I come right back inside and I just jot down what I did real quick. 2 sentences and I'm done. So I'm not trying to make a big, oh, I need to sit down and really journal this out. No. And I love that idea that Broke had. I love that idea that he had, where he has the little book that he carries with him pretty much, and that he needs to jot something down. Boom, he can do it right then, right there on the spot. Have a great evening, Lady Cheryl. You too. He can do it right there on the spot. That's an excellent idea. Now, sometimes that is what I do with my phone. I will write down if I'm out and I see something, or I think of something I need to purchase for the garden or whatever, I will jot it down on my phone. But then when I get in, I will also add it to my book, because I want this book. I want this book to be able to be handed down to my grandchildren. Now, which grandchild? I don't know how I'm going to do that, because I got one book. But, it'll be something that's in the family, and we'll figure that out as time goes on. Or maybe it can be just shared, or one person will have it and, they can read it, pass it along. I don't know how that works. I haven't gotten there yet. I have not gotten there yet. And so I did drop a video over on my cooking channel. I had a premiere right before this live. So anybody that has not taken a look at that, I'd appreciate it if you guys would take a look at that video as well. And anyone else have anything they'd like to say or anything, go to your channel home. Okay, yes. Actually, now, okay, I'm just going back up the chat to make sure I did not miss anything or anyone. Yes. Awesome and amazing. I love seeing all this green going up the stream. That is absolutely amazing. Thank you all. And thank you all so much for being here. Yeah, Sweet Spot says they better make, boom, Sweet Spot. See, I didn't think about that. They better make copies. Yeah, see, I didn't think about that. See, there's always an answer. And keep the original for sentiment. Boom. That's a good one. Sweet Spot. But who would keep the original one? I can see them fighting on them. Especially they not all the grandkids won't be from the same, because I have 4 grown kids. I have 2 grandkids by my oldest son. But I have 3 more in the wings that could have grandkids. So I'll come up for a few minutes if you're gonna. Okay, sure, Ola Joe, come on up. Yep, sure, Ola Joe, come on up. Yes. So Ola Joe is going to come up. We're going to give her a few minutes. Do I need to drop the link again, or can you get it? I'll just drop it again. I will just drop it again. There you go. That way it's at the bottom of the stream. I think, did I drop it? I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Yes, there it is. There it is. Great comment. Thanks, Pastor. All right, Cherie. All right, Cherie. We're gonna give it a few more minutes. Ola Joe is gonna come up, and so we're gonna talk with Ola Joe. My name is Bennett. I ain't in it. I know that's right. My name is Wes. I ain't in that mess. Yes, sweet spot. Yes, 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 yes. Awesome and amazing. Yeah, and so I am. And another thing, you can also write in colors. If you need to color code something or you want something, okay, this is crucial to my garden. I need to make sure I put it in red or something like that. You can do so many amazing things. You can travel with it. You can travel with it. But, seriously, if you got a bug out, sometimes you can't be remembering stuff. You can't remember what you need to do or how you did something. You might find yourself in a situation where you just can't think like, okay, I got these seeds. And that's why I told everybody on one of my lives, one of the things you need to have in your bug out bag are seeds. You need to have seeds in your bug out bag that will grow fast or that you like. Make sure they're in good, solid paper, not in like a plastic envelope. You want them to be stored in paper. So when you get wherever you're going, I told that story. It wasn't a live. I did a video about it, and I told about how the slave kids came from certain parts, and they had rice braided in their hair so that they could get here and they could plant it. SBR, how is your okay? Seeking for the ranch, yes. Yes, seeds are a definite must. Absolutely. And they're so small, so tiny. You can really pack some. And then on top of it, when you think about it, it really only takes a few seeds to grow whatever you're growing. Now, if you want an abundance of something, like say greens or something, you might need quite a few, but still, and from those plants, you can get seeds and continue your journey of seeds. But seeds are an absolute must. Whatever it is that you either eat on a daily basis or that you absolutely love, and I'm not talking about seeds, or I'm not talking about things that are going to take a year to germinate. That's fine if you want to have those seeds in there too, but you're going to need things that are going to pop up in so many days or weeks. So if you really are going to find yourself in a situation where you really need that food will be producing for you. And you're not waiting months for something to germinate or something to my onions that I planted. I planted those onions now, but they're going to overwinter and they're really not going to be ready for harvest because of the zone I'm in. They're not going to be ready for harvest until sometime late spring, in the springtime. Although I planted them now. So the variety of onions that I planted, if I really needed something or wanted something, I want to go with green onions because I can stick a green onion in some water and it'll be ready in 2 days if I really needed onions. That backyard life. Hello. Yes, you did. Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming. How are you? Welcome in to the Scaredy Cat Show. Yes. All right. And we're going to bring Ola Joe up here.
Hello.
Hey,
how's everybody?
Doing well. How are you?
Oh my gosh, I've been cooking in the kitchen, y'all. So excuse me.
We're ready for the kitchen. We're ready for the cook. I'm starving. Come on now.
Oh, I know, right? Oh,
I have not eaten since like 9 o'clock this morning, so I can use a bite.
Oh my goodness. Well, I wish you lived close because you could come and get a plate.
Ooh, child. I can smell it all the way over here.
Yes. Okay. So since you guys are on journaling, I want to let you know that people send me journals all the time. This is a crochet journal, but I'm going to use this for gardening, and it has lines in it.
Yes.
So I'm going to use this to put down when the times that I water what I plant and all of that. So I do have a journal that I actually can use for that. And
Yes.
I have lots of seeds.
Yes.
I have more. So I
Yes.
have cucumber, garden beans.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Those. I have some okra
Mm-hmm.
and some cantaloupe. I've never planted this.
I've tried cantaloupe, not with success so far.
Yeah, so I pulled those out. But this was a seed tray that I got, and I haven't used it yet. But I thought it
Okay.
would be great to just start my plants in here in
It
the
will.
house for
Mm-hmm.
my winter garden. What you think?
I think that's an excellent idea. Yes. That was another thing that, and this doesn't necessarily have to do with gardening, but mentioning the seed tray, I don't know what it is. And that's another reason why I like journaling, because when I try it again, I'll be able to journal it and maybe I can figure out what went wrong. So far, I have not been able to successfully start any seed indoors. If it germinates, once I take it outside, it's over, or it won't germinate. Now, every seed I plant directly outside germinates and grows.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know why I can't start anything. I must be doing something wrong. Broke Farmer says, where did you get that tray? Hey, 50 plus, and hey, Brampton Garden, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming. Yes, Broke said, where did you get the tray?
I think I got it on Amazon. So what I'll do, Broke Farmer, is I can, like drop you a link or something on one of your videos or send you an email if you like that. It's called Parkside Seed Tray Set. I'll put it close, but I got it on Amazon.
And let me ask you something about the tray. It has those tops on it?
Yes, it has the tops. The tops do come with it. I can open it because I'm about to use them.
That's good.
It's a 4-pack. So if anybody is interested, they are on Amazon and they were reasonable. I don't remember how much they cost, but I thought this was really neat. Because these were the ones, Chef, I mentioned a while ago that I said that I wasn't going to be able to use all the trays, so I might send you some.
I remember.
So it comes with this. So you have
that's a lot.
Your black tray, right? And you get 4 of these. And then you get your plastic.
Okay.
The plastic lids. And also the green bottom.
Okay, because that it drains into the green.
Exactly. This is the draining pan.
Those are neat.
So that's for those that missed it. Where's the little top? It is Seed Tray Set Parkside. That's who makes it.
Yes, that is amazing.
And I did bring some flowers, even though I didn't plant them. We went to the store, right? Look at this, y'all. I had to share these with y'all. This is going to be, like our fall, something that we're going to add to our table.
That's beautiful.
Yes. So I said, well, let me go ahead and show these off since we're talking about
I love that bouquet. That's beautiful. Hey, Steffi's Garden. Welcome in. Thank you for coming. Those are beautiful.
For those that weren't in my live stream, I want to let everybody know I got my food processor that I won for the members only giveaway. And Chef sent this to me, and I am so excited. I cannot wait.
Yay! I'm glad you got it and like it.
Yes, it's an 8-cup, and I can't wait to use it. So I want to share that with everybody.
Awesome. Sunday Backyard Garden said nice. Veggie Farm saying nice flowers. Stinky Puddle saying pretty nice. Best Yes said I love them. Yeah, those fall flowers are beautiful, says Stinky Puddle.
Thank you.
Yes, everybody loves it. Yes. And Dale said those are neat. Broke says I like. Yes. That's I like the trays a lot because I guess
Mhm.
the one thing it irritated me to try to start the seedlings inside because I had felt like I had all these little cups all over the place,
Mhm.
and it was just annoying to even look at. That's a
Right.
neat little one tray that can sit somewhere
Yes,
under the light, and and
exactly.
and it's just one.
Has so many different holes,
Yes,
so
4,
you can
8, 12,
plant.
16, 12. It's 24. That's 2 dozen right there.
Right,
That's
absolutely.
enough plants that I don't think I would need to plant anything else but that. That's, now
Absolutely.
there's some people that plant so many, but they have the space, they have the garden for it. So they use a
Hmm.
lot of those, they would use a lot of them. But I think that's a really neat idea. Brampton says, I made dry flower arrangements with my own dry flowers this year. Yes. Sticky Post says, yeah, that
Ooh.
was an awesome. You already got your process. Yes, she got the process. I mailed it out to her that same night that we had the live Stinky Puddle. I
Oh my
mailed
God.
it out. Shipped it to her that night. Those are pretty and going to really jazzy. They are. Those are going to be beautiful going into the fall on your table.
Right, absolutely. Yes. And I
Hmm.
have everything laid out because we just wanted to embrace the new holiday. Well,
Yeah.
the season, I should say.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Hmm.
In this particular season, I also think that um, it's going to be a little bit different because this is the first season that, everything is open now. I even went in a store and the dressing room was open, which is a switch. All the dressing rooms had
Wow.
been closed. And I'm like, wow, the dressing room is back open. And I
Oh,
mean, I know we still have the second variant and we still have
right.
that, but it's a little bit more relaxed where people can, kind of get together with trusted immune people. I'm just saying, we still can't be having that craziness going on, but
I still cover up
I do
and
too.
just social distance.
Yes, yes, I still
Yes.
wear my mask everywhere. My husband still wear his mask and his big rubber gloves. I mean, Lord have mercy.
Oh my gosh. I
Big,
wish our fire gloves were close because they're long, right? And we use them. I always use them in the wintertime to turn the wood in the
yes.
fireplace.
Yes,
I
yes.
just imagine your husband with those gloves on.
Yes.
Mr. Chef is out there like, don't
And
touch.
they bright colored. He got now I'm like, why you get black, pink, yellow, green, bright colors too. Yes. And let's see, Best Yet says, I rode past Olive Garden this evening. It was packed. Yes, a lot of places are packed. I don't know how they're doing it, but they are. And Brampton says you could tell him he doesn't need the gloves anymore. I tried Brampton. I've been doing that for months and I gave up. I said, you know what? Let me shut up. Because if I tell you take them gloves off and you take them off, you come back home with some, it's gonna be my fault. So let the man wear the gloves until he's ready to get rid of them. Yes, he is a character. Veggie Form says your husband is a full character. I know, won't eat my veggies and wearing gloves. I'm like, okay, fine. Yep, we mask up too.
Oh,
We do not leave our home often, but when we do, we mask up. Yep, we still mask up too, Stinky Puddle. Yes. You never hear the end of it. I would never hear the end of it if I convinced him to take his gloves off and he got anything. He could, it don't even have to be anything but a simple little sniffle. I would not hear the end of it. So, yes, 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 yes. Oh my goodness. So, has been really a fun live. I enjoyed this one tonight. Um, oh, glasses. Yes, yes, yes. That's
look,
another one.
right. I wanted to say that I wear glasses as well, but I don't need glasses to see up close.
Me
So
either.
you all probably never saw me with glasses on, but I
Me
do wear
too.
them. Here they go.
Yes. Yep. That's me.
And
I don't need them for much. Like when I go in stores, I leave my
mhm,
glasses in the car because
right.
they I can't see up close with them. So if I'm looking at an item, I got to constantly take them off. And I can see well enough to see across the store to see the signs that's up high across the store. I can
Mhm.
see well enough to see those big old signs. So I leave them in the car.
I walk
Yes.
around without my glasses all day, y'all. And most of the time I'm running around looking for my glasses when I really need to see something. Like if I
Uh-huh.
need to see something outside or I find
Yes.
noise and I'm like, where are my glasses?
That's me. That's me. I will do that if I really need to see something that's down the street or something
Mm-hmm.
like that. Yep, got to go find glasses to see that
Right.
far. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but there was a time I needed them pretty much to see the TV, but not anymore. Not anymore. Yes. Steffi's Gordon says readers for me. Yes. Ann says, as always, I've certainly enjoyed it. Thank you so much, Ann. Thank you. Brooke says no gloves, but I got hand sanitizer on deck. Yes, I have lots of hand sanitizer. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
indeed. Yes, indeed. I have to have reading glasses, and it's awful. Yes, yes, yes. Well, I am going to introduce you all to that program that I have, and you all can do your research. Don't be taking my word for it. Yeah, 'cause I am not a ophthalmologist. I was trying to think of what you call it, and I'm not going to tell y'all what I wanted to say, but I knew better than that. But oh my god! So yes, I'm not an ophthalmologist or any kind of eye doctor. Just an eye doctor. We ain't gotta be fancy. I'm not an eye doctor. So don't be taking my word for it, but I will give you the information. It is still online where you can read about the story for the information and look the content of the information up, the source of the information, and decide for yourself if it's something you would like to pursue from there. But I most definitely will share it because it has helped me tremendously. And I tried to get my youngest son wears glasses, and he's always telling me he needs LASIK and he don't want to wear glasses. He's the only one in my house that I could not get to attempt to try it. He tried it once. He said it hurts too bad, and he ain't tried it since. And I said, well, you know what? You work out all the time. If you didn't work out for 6 months to a year, you'd go try to do some of this stuff you do now. Don't you think you'd hurt? It's a, it's the same thing, and it's not that kind of hurt. It's hurting while you're doing it, but then a few minutes later, the pain is gone. It subsides, and after you do them for 2 or 3 days, just like working out, you feel no more pain. So you're
Mm-hmm.
just using your muscles. Yeah, that you haven't used before. So I'm going to go ahead and let everybody go. So I'm going to have something to eat, snack, something. I don't know. I'm gonna find something. Thank you all. Thank everybody that came up here. Thank you. I enjoyed you. We're gonna have to do this more often in the live because this was fun. And Ola Joe, thank you for coming up. Thank you. I'm so glad that you
Welcome.
got your gift for the members only. I appreciate that
Thank
as
you.
well. So
Good
until
night.
next week. Yes, good night. Um, until next week, you all be safe. And remember, anywhere you can sit a pot, you can grow a plant. And I'll see you on the trail.